Hey guys, thought I'd just show you here pretty quick a cool new concept made by Taysac, and it is on a brand new Windows Phone 7 device, being called, this is the name he had picked, the Nokia Lumia 1000. And we do know that we have the Nokia Lumia 800 and we have the Nokia Lumia 900 launching here pretty soon in the States. With I mean, the big difference between that one and the 800 is that it's going to have a 4.3-inch screen. The other one is a little bit closer to the iPhone 4S, but slightly bigger than that, like 3.7-inch. So Nokia Lumia 1000, we're probably going to see one of those devices coming out on the market. And we do know that Nokia is fully working on Windows Phone at the moment, and been releasing phones with their Windows Phone 7.5. And we do know, at least what I've heard, is that the new we do know that Microsoft has their new Windows 8 tablets coming out. So what I've been seeing in comments is that yeah, I mean, of course they can't have like okay, they can, but it sounds weird if they would have Windows Phone 7 on their smartphones and Windows 8 on their tablets. So they're probably going to change the name to Windows 8, or Windows Phone 8 or something like that on their smartphones as well. So that's what this concept is running on, with the full QWERTY keyboard at the bottom so you can slide it out. And also kind of fun here that he has picked a dual core processor, an Intel Atom 1 C2580, so you'll probably be able to run the full Windows 8 experience. Oh yeah, the full Windows 8 experience. So it would be the same Windows 8 as you would have on a laptop. Yeah, or on a desktop computer. Okay, that's kind of cool. So as I said, they're into Atom C2580 processor, and just because it needs to be running Windows 8, a dual core RAM 1.8 gigahertz, and also the GPU is kind of interesting here. They picked the PowerVR SGX 544 MP2. That's better than in the current iPad 2. I'm not quite sure versus the new quad-core GPU in the new iPad or the third generation iPad, but it's MP2, so that means it's like dual core GPU, 533 megahertz. Also, the display here may be kind of weird resolution, 2040. 1024 times 768. I would at least think that they would go to 720p display on full 1280 times 720p display here, but it's 4.3 inch, which I may do believe that it's a little bit small to run the full Windows 8 experience, but of course Windows 8 will have that tile UI experience also built in. Also, you can see that they have picked this new pure view camera, as we saw Nokia unveil on one of their, I think it was called 808 smartphone, and they were saying that this new 41 megapixel camera would come in future Windows Phone 7 devices from them. So that's what they picked here on the back. I'm not quite sure why you would need a 41 megapixel pure view camera, or what it's basically for, but it sounds pretty cool. But also have another camera there, a 30 frames per second camera on the front. I'm not sure, 1080p like the Galaxy Nexus, or 720p. I don't know. But also comes with some other interesting technologies here: USB 3.0, NFC. What I think is most interesting here is the design. It really looks like a Nokia phone. It really looks badass, and that's running the full Windows 8 experience, and it has 3 capacitive touch buttons down on the front. I really think that this could be, I mean, a future phone. And the thing though, I'm kind of skeptical till or two is that real QWERTY keyboard. I really do feel like QWERTY keyboards feel a lot like 2010. I had an LG phone from 2010. Could have been from 2011 as well. A low-end LG device running like Android 1.6. It was really sucky, and I just don't like QWERTY keyboards, but I do know that a lot of people are used to them, like BlackBerry users and a lot of business people. But I think in the long run that we will all be starting to go over to on-screen keyboards. But then also we need the display to be bigger, like 4.7, 4.8, 4.8, that's probably going to be the Samsung Galaxy S3 with the ceramic design. That's going to be awesome. And also this phone looks a little bit fat, but you know how usually business phones are, and have a dedicated camera button and also a lock button on the right side. Yeah, it looks badass, and I love to make concept videos. I made a very successful video in January, a concept, so obviously people want to see these things, and that's why I'm doing it, and I think it's awesome, so that's also one of the reasons why I'm doing it. Yeah, Nokia Lumia 1000.